I have Reuben Bullock in studio. Reuben in the Dark, welcome to the show. Thanks for being here.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
So congratulations on your latest album.
Thank you.
It came out last July. It is beautiful, In Lieu of Light. So the tourist this week,
Yes.
it starts on Wednesday night in Quebec. Is that correct?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm heading in that direction. So.
Okay. So you're going to be here in Toronto as well at the Great Hall on Saturday. So you're going to be coming back. Now, is this your first time performing this album live?
Yeah.
Wow. What is, I mean, that's huge. Like, congrats. This is going to be amazing. What are you hoping that really elevates from the album when you're able to perform it live?
The whole thing, really, especially like we've done a couple shows now, and it's really cool. The record itself, like I love the album, and it's very intimate, and but the show, it's cool to take all the songs now and put all of that life into them. Like even just the life of the band not having played together for so long. The energy is just, it's totally different. So I think, we kind of have brought all the songs to life in slightly different ways than they're recorded, which I love that about the live show too, to not just be like, okay, let's do the same set list every night and play the songs the exact same way.
Right.
We really like playing to the room.
Okay, so you're really kind of feeding off the energy. Are you somebody that's really good with energies, like being able to kind of feel the energy or the vibe of like a environment or a person immediately?
I think so. I mean, I really try to do that, because if you don't, it's easy to lose an audience. Even if you're having a really beautiful show, you can kind of disappear into what you're doing, and I like it to be like an interactive thing.
Do you have a specific favorite song on the album? Now, I know I read that you like performing the song Yes best.
Oh, yeah.
So we can hang that on the hook, but do you have a favorite song on the album?
There's a couple. We've been doing this collaboration with these guys from further out west. They're these Blackfoot powwow singers from the Blood Tribe reservation, and they did 3 songs with us, and the first one that we ever did together was Time Lapse Clouds. And I think that just because it was the first time we had recorded, like, there's like proper Blackfoot style singing as well as Blackfoot lyrics on the song. And I remember when we did it in the studio, like all of us were just kind of standing back and we just tapped into something that was like, everyone had shivers, goosebumps while we were performing.
I do, just talking about it.
So I think that song definitely stands out, just because it kind of marked the beginning of, because we've been playing now for 2 years together. So I think Time Lapse Clouds would be the one.
When people are leaving the show at the Great Hall, what are you hoping that they're saying about the experience that they're getting from Reuben in the Dark?
Well, we bring a lot of energy. And a different kind of energy. It's not necessarily like a rock show. It is at times. It's not a folk show. It's a blend. I think I just really like impacting people in one way or another. Where you like, whether it's your heart like opening up, or it's your mind kind of being expanded by some sounds, or something thought provoking. I think that the best part of this show, I already know what it's going to be, because we're flying up the Bullhorn Singers for Ottawa and Toronto.
Nice.
So, and the audiences walk away from the show pretty like I don't even know how to explain it. It's kind of transformational, like hearing like ancient Blackfoot style singing with our music. Like our music kind of sets it up, so you're like listening. You're already kind of in a good mood to receive something beautiful, and when they step in, it just elevates the music to a place that it's really hard to describe.
Wow.
But like, we've been having so many people, like, we'll stop a song and we're waiting for like applause, and you'll just like audibly hear people crying. Wow. And not in a sad way, but just like it's
in a touched, moved way.
It's really like, I feel like our collaboration, we've tapped into something that's like so powerful.
Nice.
Beyond like what we normally do. Like we normally do have like an emotional show. A lot of the songs, kind of pull at heartstrings.
Right. Yeah, they do.
But their melodies and their voices with us, it just like it messes people up.
How did that happen? Like that.
We stumbled into it. It was, we had a show in Calgary, kind of in the middle of the pandemic. It was a bit of a risky time. The Calgary Stampede booked us. And about a week earlier, before we were flying out, the first news of all of the residential school, unmarked graves and stuff started kind of coming to life and into the media. And I think that just because we were playing a place that was so branded as this like cowboy town, and that was just starting to peak in the mainstream news, I wanted some representation with us on the stage. I didn't want to like play a show to a bunch of cowboys at a time where our history was like really being revealed.
Right.
So I reached out to a friend who I grew up with who was a dancer, and I just asked him if he wanted to come and dance to some of our music, just to have like more Indigenous presence on the stage with us, not to be like, oh, nothing's going on here. It's a concert as usual.
Right.
And then he asked if we needed a drummer, and so I was like, oh, that could be cool. Like no idea how it was going to work. And then when I called the drummer, he just said, well, there's a big group of us and we all sing, like, and I didn't really know how it would work, but we all got into the studio together. We were thinking we were just going to figure out a drum piece where they would drum along with us. Our friend would dance. But then Billy Wadsworth, he's like the lead of Bullhorn, he just started singing some melodies, and we were like, whoa, okay. And this is the day before the show, so we worked out 5 songs or something the day before the show, and then we played and kind of experienced for the first time like what I was talking about, where it was so impactful on the audience. And not even necessarily like there's a social element to it, but it's kind of on the periphery of it all. Like we didn't say anything. Like we didn't speak on behalf of like anything bigger than the fact that we were just 2 groups of musicians who had met and were collaborating, but then looked out at the audience, and there's all of these Indigenous people at the show that came to see them, that are being introduced to our music, and vice versa. All of our audience that would never come across powwow singing. And then everyone together, like in the audience, you look out and people's minds are being blown by this like really unique fusion of styles.
Yeah.
So that was kind of the thing. We did it.
Wow.
It wasn't planned, and then it worked so well that we were like, well, we have to like go further. Like, what else can we do? How far can we take it?
It sounds like you really you've learned like a lot during the pandemic, and you really wanted to kind of feel like the tone of the world and of the country and what's going on, and you just wanted to incorporate that in your music. And like, I really commend you on that. That's incredible. You should be proud.
Thank you.
You made me really excited now to see you guys play on Saturday.
It's going to be good.
I mean, I already was, but this is going to be better now. So we are playing the single "Coming Like a Storm."
Nice.
The video is so beautiful. I'm assuming it was shot in California.
Yeah, it's my backyard.
That's your backyard?
Yeah, it's like 5 minutes. A lot of it actually is my backyard.
Wow.
Like the staircase to nowhere, I built it in my backyard. And there's like half of that is actually shot on my property.
Wow.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Well, it's such a nice, it's a great song, first of all, but when I saw the video, I was like, it was just so much more powerful to me.
Yeah.
What is the song? Do you want, I'm going to play it, so that's how we'll end. So do you want to set it up?
I mean, I don't know how to set up songs. It's a great song. I really like it.
Coming Like a Storm, like the storms that we've been getting every single weekend here in Toronto, or these winter storms that just won't go away. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, hopefully it's the last winter storm that comes. The song can hopefully remove the rest of the winter storms, and we can just move into spring.
That's perfect.
Yeah.
That's perfect. Okay, Reuben Bullock, thank you so much for being here. The band Reuben in the Dark are going to be going on tour this week, touring their new album, latest album. And you can still get tickets through Ticketmaster to the Great Hall show on Saturday. Thank you so much for being here.
Yeah, thank you.